Right now, they're from New York, made up of singer and songwriter Ian Axel and Chad Baccarino, and you know them from Glee, you know them from their song Say Something with Christina Aguilera, and if you've seen the trailer for the movie If I Stay, that is a summer weeper, and that song, Say Something, for that trailer, it's just perfect. It's perfect. Anyway, A Great Big World. They got to sit down with Tish Eiston. We're a little bit jealous, and you're going to hear them play, too. But here's their chat. So here we are. We've got Ian Axel and Chad Baccarino. They are A Great Big World. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and talk to us. This life of a rock star drove by your venue where you're going to be playing, and there you are. Great big lights.
Yes.
How is this life of a rock star?
Pretty surreal. It's pretty up and down and chaotic and everywhere. And the past year especially, though. Like, we've been at this for like 8 years. But the past year, it feels like the rocket just like took off. It's the greatest and hardest year. Easiest and hardest of our lives at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we're talking about it took off and exploded when Christina Aguilera found your song and you recorded with her and it just went crazy. And that is the song Say Something, which is one of the most powerful songs I think ever played on the radio.
Wow.
I mean, that's one of those songs for me as a disc jockey. That last note plays, and you want to sit with it.
Oh.
Because that's the song. Where did it come from? Why do you think people resonate with it so much?
I think that it was the most alone we've ever felt writing a song. It was the most vulnerable we've ever been writing a song. And I'm trying to process the song, what it means, and the fact that we were the song that we wrote when we were the most alone is the song that's connecting to the most people. I think there's something to be said about that, and I think that people want to connect, and that, I mean, maybe we captured something that was really raw and real in that recording. I think we did, and when it's played on the radio in between two loud songs, or, you know, it sticks out. I mean, when we first heard it on the radio for the first time, not just because it's our song, but also we were kind of like forced to just stop because it's so quiet.
And also, that emotion everyone has gone through. And it's not even in necessarily a relationship context. Like, there have been so many stories that have been people dealing with death and how the song has helped them cope, and which is crazy because that wasn't our intention, but that's amazing that they can use the song that way.
It just shows that songs come from a place that's so much bigger than us, and we're just a filter for it, and we feel really lucky to be that filter for this song.
That's magical. Yeah. So that's the song that took you all over the world, that make you rock stars. What's the best thing that's happened to you so far in this evolution of A Great Big World?
I mean, it's so funny because like every week we're having brand new crazy experiences. Last night we flew on a private jet for the first time.
Yeah.
So that was
pretty.
I don't know
awesome.
if that'll ever happen again,
Yeah.
but
Yes, it will.
okay,
Come on,
it will.
keep dreaming.
It will, but
Yeah.
I never thought that would happen.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Ian Axel and Chad Baccarino, they are A Great Big World. Now, Chad, you have recently shared with us a medical diagnosis that you had a number of years ago that you didn't share, and you just started talking about that. Do you want to expand on your diagnosis that you've come out with?
Yeah, so in 2007 I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and it wasn't until yesterday that I decided to come out publicly with how I'm treating it, because I'm treating it all with diet instead of the medication that my doctors originally prescribed. It's been an ongoing journey again for me, because it's like I wanted to keep searching outside of this medication that was actually giving me symptoms worse than what I was originally feeling. But I found this doctor named Dr. Terry Walls, who was paralyzed with MS, and she treated her MS with diet alone, and she started walking, and now she's like running marathons and riding her bike, and she's living a full life based on her diet. I'm now coming out with it because I'm realizing that back in 2007, my diet was not the best, and my stress level was at its highest, and I just wasn't treating my body right. And I'm realizing now that it was a combination of all those factors, like environment, stress level, diet, that when you don't feed your body with what it needs, then symptoms show up in the form of, for me, it was MS. And I don't know, I think that awareness for me is
It,
now.
it manifests itself in people's bodies in different ways.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
just for you, it happened to be MS.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that you should get off medication at all. You should talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I just know that it works for me, and it's working for me. And so I wanted to share that story. I wanted to share my story, and also share Dr. Walls' story, because it's special and it's important for people to know.
We believe in the idea that if you give your body what it needs, it actually can heal itself.
And music, for a lot of people, helps us connect to those feelings and to our body.
Yeah, music
What
is
is the story behind Already Home?
We wrote it actually a long time ago. It was one of the first songs we wrote together. But I think we were kind of projecting our future, and it's funny how each line right now relates to our lives, especially mine, so much perfectly, because I have a girlfriend at home in New York, and it's like exactly what we're going through. And we're never home, and what is home when you're not there? And home is this thing it's a constant thing. It doesn't have to be a physical place, and it could be the love that's between two people, or it could be this place that, even for us to feel grounded when we're in a new city every day, home is this place that's inside of us that we're bringing to every place we go to, and we don't always we're not always aware of that, but we remind ourselves, and we try to have quiet moments every once in a while.
That's good. Before I let you go, what's next?
A very big world tour for the first time. We're going to Japan, Australia, New Zealand,
Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea.
Yeah, it's a dream of ours to do that, and so we're doing that, as well as
exciting.
we're writing a Broadway show.
Look at you
So
guys.
It's really.
New York boys at the core.
I feel like we're born to write musicals.
Yeah.
I really feel like that's our calling in life. This is part of it too, but I really feel like that's like a big calling.
Well, we look forward to hearing more about that. Ian Axel, Chad Vaccarino.
Yes.
A great big world.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
When I first heard of the guys, I honestly